Good morning. It is a beautiful morning. It's like 27 this morning. Now it's supposed to be up in the 50s today. It's going to be a beautiful day. Unfortunately, you're just going to be looking at my ugly mug today and Brutus. Gina is not feeling well, so she's in the house, which is really unfortunate because it's so beautiful out that she's not feeling well and she's going to be inside. Would you look at that view? So beautiful. We already need to make some changes to our barn system. We've been using it for a few days. Everything is pretty good. We need to make it better. So I went and picked up a couple of 6x6s. I picked up some gates, 4 to be exact. And I'll tell you what it is. Let me get Brutus out first because he's in the barn and I'm thinking he's gonna want to come out. Brutus, you want to come out? Come on. Good boy. Sit. Sit down. Good boy. Good boy. Brutus is a really good dog. One downfall is, it's probably to his benefit, he doesn't like car rides. So he doesn't get to come exploring with me when we go on road trips to get stuff. So he stays here. He loves hanging out in the barn. He loves hanging out with his animals. So, but what has been going on is we have these spring gates that we can latch this area and keep the cows down there. And we can latch from the barn over to the post. And we did the same thing over here. They work great, but they're kind of a pain when you got to use them all the time, especially with Brutus. These are electrified, so if we're going through them and we got the dog, it's a pain in the butt. So I don't know exactly if I just never thought of gates over here. If I'm like, no, let's not try regular gates because we can't dig posts in because the ground was frozen. I'm not sure. I just might never have had the epiphany, but what I am thinking now is we'll get rid of these gates, the spring gate. Brutus, that's far enough. I'm gonna put a 12-foot gate off the barn. I'm gonna put a post in over there. It'll be a 16-foot gate. And then when we open the gate, we'll make it so the gate can close where Azalea is. So the gate will work as 2 gates. It'll block off and make this like a barnyard area for them. When we don't want them in the barnyard, we can block them off with the 16-foot gate down there. That just means that opening will have to close to 16 foot. And then this opening we want wide. So I'm gonna put regular posts in and regular gates so we don't have the springs. The reason we're going with really wide gates over here and over here is for snow plowing. If we're pushing a lot of snow, I don't want to have a little tiny gateway that we're going through. I want to have a big, wide opening to push the snow and clear everything and keep everything good and open. So I just don't want a 16-foot gate for our drive-through. And I want this wide also so we can drive a truck and a trailer through here, make a wide corner, and we don't have to worry about hitting the barn, if that makes sense. What are you doing? You enjoying the sun? First thing I am going to do is I'm going to shut off this electric fence because it is electrified over by one of the areas we're going to be putting a gate, and that electricity is going to have to come undone. We buried underground electrical wire from this side over to there, which will be undoing that, and we don't need that electrified at all, so I'll have to take that off. So I just want to make sure the power is off. All right, I spent quite a bit of time running around this morning trying to get material. And I went online and I searched. All the stores said they had 10-foot long 6x6s in stock. None of them did. They only had 8s, which will be fine for 2 of the gates. One of the gates we're going to mount on the barn. The other gate, I wanted a 10-footer because the terrain of the land needs to be taller. I'll show you that when we get to it. So I have a telephone pole that we had used for somewhere else. So I'm going to cut that back. We'll cut it, I think, around 12 feet. And then we'll use that, so we'll make do with what we got. Phew, weighs a little bit. Some good solid wood. Holy, that thing is all there. There you go. I might have hit my first little snafu but now that I'm looking at it, maybe not. So this top hinge is adjustable, and the bottom one is welded on. Right there, that's welded on. It's not adjustable like that one. I was thinking they were all adjustable, and the only reason why that matters is where the gate's going to attach to our building. Unless I did it, no, I couldn't do it with a 6x6s because we got our purlins or girts running this way, so we're limited. But maybe this bottom one will be the right height for the first one. The first measurement is 5 inches. So if we did 5 inches, that would work. The further out we go, the gate would be up off the ground quite a bit, and then this ground tapers. So I think we're just gonna have to get it up there and see what it's like. We might have to get more gravel hauled in after to taper it off and make it smooth, but let's get the first gate hung at that mark, and then we'll get the other one on, and then we'll go from there. All right, so we want to take this all apart, unfortunately. Do it like that. We gotta use a step drill bit and get through the metal a little bit more. That works perfect, Brutus, perfect. All right, so that should do it right there. Let me get the gate. Bam. Or maybe more. Maybe we need 8 inches. Can I get this under there is the question. Sheesh. I like it. It's high, but I like it. So it's close to the ground here. And then over here, it's way up. So that's the whole reason why we need a longer post on that end, because I want to keep this straight. I don't want to have this at an angle. All right, now that we have this gate up, let's get it in the closed position and figure out where it's all going to stand over here, lined up in the gate. Then we can get our measurement and get our other post put in. Right here is where we need the edge of the hole. Nothing better than running an excavator on a nice sunny day. It's enjoyable. All right, so I'm looking for a hole about 4 feet deep is my goal. I know we're gonna get the wire. Get that out of our way. You cows want to know what's going on or what? Building you a new gate. What do you think, Brutus? Keeping an eye on everything? He says, darn straight, sir. Oops. Oh. Yeah, I like that. So now we just gotta come back some. I'm going to put some concrete in the hole. I'm gonna dump it in, add some water, mix it up while it's in the hole. I'm not gonna mix it up out here. Just watching what's going on. All right, we're gonna let that concrete set overnight before we hang the gate. And then when we do hang the gate, we'll be able to close it to over here and see where we need another post over on this side. I don't know if I'm gonna do a wood post or if I'm gonna do a T-post with a brace on it and then go from that T-post over to that one with the electric fence. But for now, we'll jump over here. We'll jump over here and we'll stop putting the gates up or start getting the 6x6s up for those gates. Excuse me, sir. What happened? You got my gloves. Sir. Excuse me. That's my glove. That's both of my gloves. Brutus. Brutus. Them are my gloves. What are you doing?
We are super excited to tell you that we finally have a new batch of coffee.
We've been waiting for the new harvest of some of our coffee to come in, and it finally showed up. It showed up a little bit sooner than what we were expecting. So we have a new freshly roasted batch of our delicious coffee just for you. We have our Homestead Sunrise Campfire Decaf, which is my favorite. These nights have been getting nicer, cooler, not as cold, so sitting by a campfire is going to be on the docket soon outside.
Hopefully soon.
We have our In the Woods Dock Roast and our Homestead Sunrise. That's the cold brew season.
Is coming. I feel like I want to be in cold brew. It's still snowing, but I love cold brew. I'm excited to finally get into the warm season, so it seems like it kind of fits.
I've been drinking cold brew all winter. We'll be having the coffee go live on our website today, April 9th at 3 p.m. Eastern time. If you get on the website before 3 p.m., it's going to show out of stock or sold out. It won't restock until 3 p.m. So if you get on the website early, you won't see that it's there. So you want to get on at 3 p.m. It usually sells out within a couple of hours. So if you want to get some, I recommend getting on there as soon as you can so you can make sure you get which one you want. So we have the different kinds, and then we have whole beans, we have medium grind, and we have some coarse in the different ones. So
yes, so if you're interested in buying some of this coffee, set your alarm for 3 p.m. Eastern time today, Tuesday.
We also have merch. We got t-shirts and sweatshirts, and it's gonna be sweatshirt weather soon here. We're gonna be ditching the winter coats, and I can't wait. So,
and hopefully very shortly we have more sizes available in all those as well.
Yeah, we're doing a restock and we're waiting for the stuff to come in. So enjoy yourself a cup of Lumnah Acres coffee while you're watching our videos, because first thing in the morning, that's what I'm doing. If you guys want to get yourself some coffee, I'll have a link down below to the website. It's lumnahacres.com. Now, let's get back to the video. While I'm in the mode of putting up real gates and posts, we're gonna put two sets or two gates over here So that way, this way we can open it up. And if I need to plow in the winter or we need to get through, we can get out here. I don't plan on using this very often, but this is so we can move snow. And then if we want to come through with a truck and trailer, we can go from here up to the other driveway or vice versa. We can just kind of drive right through. And I want to have a big gate, so if we got to swing wide, we're not trying to go through a 16-foot wide opening.
I am back, feeling much better. Oh, it stinks when you're down, but well, I'm back. Watching.
All right, I'll take this out. That to there is probably good. I'm gonna be digging over here. I'll probably remove this T-post, push the fence back, and I'm gonna put my wood post as far back this way as I can. I'm gonna do the same thing over there, but I wanna get this post done first. Then we'll work our way that way. So I push the fence in a little bit with a black step-in post. I'm gonna try to get as close as I can with the fence so we can keep our wood post out that way, and then we'll get a measurement after we get that post set to see where we need to go exactly over here. The cows don't even care.
Yeah. The fence is off.
Yes, a post hole digger would work nice, but our ground is way too rocky for a post hole digger. It is a shame to have to make such a big hole for a 6x6 post, but it's what we got to do.
Yes, we thought this fencing project was done too, but this is a good thing about doing it yourself. You can make changes when you want to. Having these fences, these gates, actually is going to make it so much easier for us.
Right where I need to be is a rock.
Get it? Got a rock. That's pretty good size.
Got it.
Awesome. You probably should have gloves on.
I know, but it was too late. Okay.
What's that?
The chickens are loving this weather. Squawking up a storm.
I like it. Good and bad.
Post.
It's called dry concrete.
No, dry mixing would be not adding any water.
Oh.
I'm just not mixing in a tub. I'm kind of doing a combination.
So how do you get it to do it without water?
It just sucks the moisture out of the ground.
Oh.
Like if I left it, I could bury it, and then it would suck the water out of the ground. But I'd rather do it like this, because then you can pack it a little bit nicer, and then I know that.
You're just making it go a little quicker.
Yes, and then when we're all said and done, we know it's packed nice, and that this is basically just like an anchor now. A counterweight.
Good boy. You're a good boy.
Right on the money, and then so I think we need to go this way, but you know what, I'm gonna leave it pitched back a little bit, so that way when we put the gate on, if the gate pulls it, it'll pull it straight.
All right, and you can make adjustments with the screws.
Right, and then I can always push this over more, because I'll make a brace going from that way. But at least that way when we're first putting the gate on, if it pulls it, it's going to pull it level and not out of level, if that makes sense. You like the cold dirt, mister, don't you? Does that feel good? Get it in place temporarily with 2x4s, and we'll get a measurement, we'll get it leveled, and make sure it's what we want. Brutus, far enough, come. Boop, boop, look at them jowls. Boop, boop, come here. Come. All right, now that we have those 2 posts in the ground, we'll let them sit in the cement dry, and we can hang this other gate. And once we get the other gate hung, we can figure out where it's going to come to over here, and then we can put our post in that it'll shut on this side. All right, now we need to figure out this gate, and at least for now, we're going to have to drop this gate down. It won't be level with the top of that gate. It's gonna be like a stair step because the ground tapers so much. If we want to change it, we'll have to have more gravel brought in and level off this part of the driveway straighter, so that way it's not such a tip, because if we have it level across, there'll be a huge gap on the bottom side of this gate. I don't want that much of a drop, so we'll step it down and go from there. So let me do some calculating. No, we're like right on the money there. That's what it would be. So if our bottom of the gate is there, we're 5.5 inches off on that side, and that would be 9 inches lower than the other gate. And I want to be at least 5.5 inches off on the lowest area. You can't get much better than that. What are you gonna do when that snow all melts, mister? You're gonna be one sad puppy.
It's got like a perfect divot for him.
Is that tasty?
You left me with all this stuff in the way.
You can probably pick yours up and set it on that bottom 6x6. Okay. Okay, like to go. All right, so then the thinking is when this gate is open from that way, if we put a post over here, it'll shut it this way. And then we can get rid of that gate also, and a 16-foot wide opening is more than enough. The only thing that stinks is how high up off the ground it is. We have to get some gravel in.
I think these gates make it feel like a real farm.
A real ranch.
Yeah.
So one of the things I was thinking is if we put the post and we kind of have it halfway, you can mount a bracket that has a lock, so when it slams, it automatically latch. And if you put the little like finger end on this side, you could get one of the other ones that shut both ways on that gate. So when it hits this gate, it would lock. Then you could undo it, swing it that way, and you put one of the other styles that has the finger gate on that gate, and when it hits, it would lock.
Oh, yeah.
So like that gate right now, that 12-foot one, we'd put a pin in the ground so it'd be stationary. When we want to open it, we'd have to pull the pin. But then that way, when you open this gate, slam it would hit this post lock. And then when you swung it that way, it would hit that gate and lock, in theory.
In theory. Sounds good.
Sounds like a good theory. All right, so I want this to be the top. I want this in the ground. I want this much sticking out. So I'll have 42 inches in the ground is what I'm looking for.
Oh boy.
All right, that is close. I just got to get in there, I think, finish it up with the shovel, clean it up, and we'll be good. You want to check it out, Brutus?
It's hard work keeping an eye on my husband and a puppy. Good thing Brutus is pretty well behaved.
We can get into lots of trouble, mister, huh?
Make me get a lot of gray hairs.
That's what you do to me. Shoo!
Whoa. I don't think that's from me. You think that's from me?
Yeah.
No. Come on now.
Brutus! Far enough. Come. Good boy. Why don't you try shutting the gate and I'll see how we are. I think we're in line, just as long as we're in the right spot here. I think we'll be good. So am I in the right spot? Bam.
Oh, wow. You should have let me shut it.
Yep, I think we'll be perfect. Right there.
Let me try it.
Dig over a little bit further this way and we'll be good.
Hey. Hold on. You get it.
I don't like dropping them in the hole. I'm afraid I'm going to get a splinter when they're sliding.
It looks like you're going to get a splinter when you do it.
All right.
Do you want me to shut the gate?
Yes, ma'am. Oop.
You could go over a little.
Go over, I think that way some.
Yeah.
I like it. I just gotta bring over a bucket load of stone, fill that low spot in, and then I gotta connect from there to there with fence. It won't be good. I have some different kind of insulators coming in the mail that aren't here yet, and I might want to wait to finish that one off until they show up tonight. I think I should. It'll make it a lot better.
Tired. He wanted to come take a nap. Brutus kept going towards the barn. He wanted to go take a nap, I guess, but he is a puppy. Even though he doesn't look like a puppy, he is a puppy, so it takes probably a lot of energy because he's growing so fast, and plus puppies are tired just like babies, so he's taking a little rest.
Then we should be able to do this for now. All right, that fills in all the holes there. We got to put a fence up from there to that T-post. I got our temporary gate up over there. I want to let that concrete cure overnight before we hang gates on it. Got an idea of what to do over here. Those gates are done. I want to think about getting some latches for those, but for now they are hung. I need to pick up an order. It did arrive. This is where we're going to end this video. Thanks for coming along on our homesteading journey. You guys are a huge blessing to us in our homestead. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe, and we'll see you right back here in the next video. Bye.